didn't care for it, and then one day I found out that मैं actress बनूंगी. अरे, how come this has not done 1,000 crores? Sometimes it was about being able to travel. I used to backpack. It's been a few years. I saw Sharmila Tagore ji, and I was just like, wow, that style.
Sobhita, welcome to Instant Bollywood. It's a pleasure talking to you today.
Thank you.
I have to start off by asking you that growing up, you have been, a nerdy child, and now you're into acting and modeling. At what point did you find your passion? You felt like this is something that you want to do for the rest of your life?
I was passionate about studying also.
Yeah.
I was a good student. And then it's not like I didn't care for it, and then one day I found out that मैं actress बनूंगी, ये मेरा passion. It was not like that. It was more like I was studying, I really liked it, and then after college I took part in Miss India and I enjoyed it when I won. I modeled for a bit. So everything that I did do, I'm lucky that I got to do it because I was going wherever my passion led. And I think that's special. I mean, obviously, you have your journey. Some days are really hard. Some days are rewarding.
Right.
But I think for me, passion has not been like this switch ki ek din it came on, and then I'm like, I have found myself. I think it's been a journey.
Right.
And it's nice. This journey ही रहेगी, I think.
And even the fact that a lot of people say कि films करोगे, so then you will do really well in life. But you actually got a spike in your career through doing some massive OTT shows, and also you did films. But the spike you got is through the OTT show Made in Heaven and Night Manager and so on and so forth. Do you feel like somewhere you've made a mark and broken a stereotype?
That was never my intention. My first film was Raman Raghav 2.1, and I did a few slightly more independent cinema kind of films,
Right.
which obviously naturally don't reach a large number of people. So my expectation was not that, Arey, how come this has not done 1,000 crores? I was not thinking like that because the expectation there was different. I was learning on the job. I was enjoying working with amazing actors. So जो मुझे चाहिए था उस experience से वो मुझे मिला. So that was my success for me. Commercially, they were not films that did great numbers, but I don't think that is a responsibility that I was expected to take up.
Right.
So I got lucky that I could just learn on those films. And with that same spirit, I got on board Made in Heaven. And it's amazing when you know that more than success, I think it feels amazing that so many people have watched it because everyone works hard. Every film, whether it's a hit, flop, whatever, everyone's worked hard. But when you know that a lot of people have watched the work that you put in, somewhere you feel motivated, you feel encouraged, and I felt that. So after Made in Heaven, there's a couple of films like a Kurup or a Major in Malayalam, or a PS1 and 2. Films that have been hugely successful, that I've got the chance to be a part of. But I don't think I look at things ki, okay, let me do something, hatke. I was more interested in doing something that I really feel for.
Right.
And trying to give it my 100%. That's what is in my control.
Right. Like you said, you were always passionate, be it studies, be it acting, and right now I even witnessed your speech at Hertz story, where you even spoke about someone asked on days you don't feel passionate, how do you drive yourself? I would ask you the same thing, especially being in this career. There are days that are really good, very rewarding, and there are days where you probably an article or something will affect you. How do you deal and keep your passion and love for what you're doing on every day?
The corridors of my success, if you can say that, I guess, are built around a courtyard of failures.
What does that mean?
In the sense that when I started out, I've auditioned maybe for 1,000 things. And it was, I'm a complete outsider to this industry. My parents don't know anything about this world. It's not like anyone can guide me, help me. If I'm having a terrible experience with something, I don't even know किससे बात करूँ, क्या कैसे करना है. I didn't know anything. Everything I learned on my own, and there was a lot of innocence you know, like in those questions, in those fears, in those insecurities. I remember those days so firmly, like they have a place in my heart. And from there I've journeyed into finding opportunities ek ke baad. So ek din bura gaya, chalega, it's okay, it's life. I mean, we come, we go. I don't think life has purpose.
Yeah.
We are here to just witness it all. So there's a lot to be grateful for. So on days when I'm not feeling charged or driven or passionate, I remind myself that I can be grateful. There's so many things that have gone right. So that's what keeps me afloat.
It's a lot of self-talk.
Yeah, it's I think practicing gratitude. Maybe through meditation, maybe through music. Some people like to dance and feel good. So you have to find your medium.
And your medium is?
On different days it's different things. Some days it's reading poetry. Some days it's just it's cooking. Some days it's just sometimes it was about being able to travel.
Wow.
I used to backpack. It's been a few years, but so different times it's different things. But you gotta find that thing which makes you happy, even on a day when you're there. Yeah.
And this collection, what made you actually resonate with this collection the most? What made you feel like I see a lot of Sobhita in the kind of jewelry pieces?
I love the gungroos they've used. I think it's so pretty and it's so Indian and it's so ancient. I went to dance classes as a child. I was in the Kuchipudi Kalakshetra, and then later I learned Bharatnatyam. So somewhere I feel there's a connection I feel to the gungru. It was always something I respected, I looked up to, I prayed to, I wore on my ankles, I danced, I bled with. So there's a relationship there, and I don't think I've seen gungru in jewelry and in such chic jewelry that I can wear it with everything. So I was just like, wow.
And lastly, before we do a small rapid fire, what I want to ask you is, you have your next upcoming show, Night Manager, as well as Made in Heaven Season 2 has been announced. 2 shows that did so well. Do you feel some kind of pressure that agar ye nahi chalegi to shayad?
Man, what pressure. It's been a pleasure. It's been amazing. Have you heard of Tenali Raman? So Tenali is a place and I'm from there. It's just like I grew up in Vizag and I'm here. I'm getting to work with Anurag Kashyap sir, Zoya, Mani sir, and I'm dancing to an A.R. Rahman song. Are you kidding me? I am living the dream and it means a lot to me. I have worked for it. They say, the harder you work, the luckier you get.
Yeah.
So you got to do your bit, and I'm very grateful. I'm very inspired. I want to do very good work. I want to give it my all. So I hope I find such opportunity.
Awesome. I have quick 5 questions that I'm going to ask you about jewelry.
Okay.
So what does accessorizing mean to you?
I don't accessorize too much. I like to have jewelry that I connect with. And I like to wear them every day.
Okay.
So for me, it's not a trendy thing.
Got it.
Yeah.
What's the most precious piece of jewelry that you own?
There are a couple. One would be a gift that my grandmother gave me. It's like a hairpin and you have a long choti. It's a South Indian thing. There's that.
Okay.
There's this chain I've worn for many years.
Oh.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Nice. If you couldn't define your style in one word, what would it be?
It wouldn't be anything. It would be transient. It changes.
What's the most romantic piece someone can give when they're gifting, according to you?
I think anklets.
Anklets?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. That's
I think
unique.
it's cute.
Okay, if you had no money left and you could get one piece of jewelry for the rest of your life.
If I had no money left, I'm not buying jewelry.
Why?
And I had to buy some jewelry.
Yeah, and you had to. So there has to be one piece that you love, na?
Okay.
That I can't do without this.
I don't feel that attached to anything, but if I have to get something, maybe I would get a ring.
Yeah, a ring is precious to a lot of people.
No, I don't know. I guess, yeah.
And lastly, if there's someone's style you admire in Bollywood, who would it be?
So many people have great. I mean, there's fashion and then there's style.
Yeah.
So recently I watched a movie called Gulmohar, and I saw Sharmila Tagore and I was just like, wow, that's style. She's got her own, aura, presence, style, hair, everything. It's a stamp. She has her style. I love that. I love when people have originality.
Awesome. Thank you so much. It
Thank
was
you,
lovely
thank
talking to you, and
Thank
I'll
you.
probably see you soon
Yes.
during
Thank
the
you.
promotions of Night Manager.
Cool.
Yes.
See you.
Thank
Nice
you.
meeting.
Same here. Bye-bye.